We're live. Good afternoon. Yeah, it's afternoon over there too, right, Mike?
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
six
cool,
o'clock.
cool, cool. All right, guys. Welcome to this is like a new section that I got in the channel, and I am gonna blame Anthony Perez because he's the one who started all this
Right.
uh, live streaming, and so I'm a little late to the party, but yeah, this is my fourth one, so if you want to blame someone, blame Anthony Perez from Anthony Perez Reviews here in this channel. And today I am with Mike from Did You See That? What's up, Mike?
Hey man, how's it going?
Good, good. And well, as always, thank you for accepting to being here with us today.
Oh man, thanks for having me. I've seen I think nearly every one of these live streams you've done so far, or at least just said hello when you've
Yeah,
been on.
yeah.
And yeah, the time's come. We've got some subjects to talk about today.
Oh,
So especially about that figure on your right hand side, I can see.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, oh yeah, dude.
got some stuff to talk about. So I'm excited. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you. Yeah, yeah. So today, well, we're gonna have, yeah, we have an agenda, right? We're gonna be talking mainly. I don't want to say mainly, but definitely, like for sure, we're gonna be talking about Kill Bill. But obviously, we're gonna have the the chat open for questions or comments, either about the movie or either about stuff that we're gonna be talking about, which is gonna be pretty open. We're gonna be talking, obviously, not politics or anything like that. We're gonna be talking about pop culture. We're gonna talk about movies, movie
Yeah.
shows, toys, perhaps. We're gonna be talking about we're gonna be talking about tattoos. Okay, because
Okay.
now that I got you here, I want to see your sleeve, because I can you show, because I always wanted to see it. I've seen it a little bit in some of your videos or some of your live. Like one
Right.
time you were doing a live with Anthony. It was like
Hmm.
last year, and I catch you guys live. I remember I was at work and I catch you
Good.
live. So I had my earpod, and then I saw you. Like, I think I commented I wanted a live question about the sleeve, and you cannot show it, but
Right.
now you're here with me, right? You're live, and I want
Right.
to go shebang if I can.
Right. Yeah, let's go for it. So yeah, so my right arm and the bottom of my arm.
Yeah,
I'll show it the best I can. So I've got the Back to the Future logo going. And the funny thing is, when I was getting this done by my tattoo artist, he
yeah.
was like, "Do you want the full logo going?" Like he said, "Do you want it to say future, or do you want it to say like as if it's saying future, but the DeLorean's like flying over?"
Uh huh.
And I said, do it as a DeLorean flying over because it's cool. It separates it, and the logo's famous, so everyone sees that and they're like, "Back to the Future."
Yeah.
You don't need to spell it out saying future.
Exactly.
Everyone
Oh yeah,
gets
yeah, yeah.
everyone gets what it means, right? Because the logo's so iconic.
Yes.
So yeah, so I've got the logo and then the DeLorean flying in.
Uh
Then
huh.
if you can see there, I've got the clock tower,
Clock tower. Yeah.
the
Thank
10 the 10:04 p.m.
Oh, you got that time. Yeah.
10:04 p.m. It had to be done.
Yeah.
On the underside here is Michael J. Fox's autograph.
Oh, dude,
So
I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
yeah, so I met him in 2000. So here's a story. So in
Okay.
2015, I paid to meet him at London Comic Con, and you could get one autograph only.
Oh, wow.
And I was wondering, okay, well, I want his signature on my arm, but I'd have to then go try find a tattoo artist to put a tattoo, fresh ink, like signature ink.
Yeah.
So what I did instead was I got my program signed, which is at my parents' house.
Hmm.
And then from the program, I took it to my tattoo artist and said, "Look, can you just stencil this because this is his signature and put it on my arm?" And he said, "Yeah, sure." So I got two things technically signed. And then I've got, you might not be able to see it properly, but I've got like a Michael J. Fox portrait that you can't really see it because of the angle in there.
Yeah. Yeah. He's holding the glasses, right? Or
Yeah, he's holding
yeah.
the glasses, yeah. And then again, that's just his signature at the bottom of my arm.
Oh,
So that's my half sleeve. And then if you come to the top, I've got like Christian Bale's Batman here.
oh, dude, I'm not even gonna ask you who's your favorite Batman now.
Nah, it's got to be Christian Bale.
Yeah.
And then
Cool.
on the underside, You can't really see it. I've got Heath Ledger's
Yes.
Joker.
Dude, that's a beautiful too.
I'm trying to show it so you guys can see it, you know?
Oh, dude, that's a piece of art right there.
Oh, thanks, man. So
Yeah.
one day I'm going to show you in person.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, absolutely. I know. Not to get off the topic, but I know that you were in Florida recently.
Right.
So I'll ask you about that, but I'm gonna ask you a few questions. I know you met Anthony and some other guys, but
So recently went over into Florida. I met Anthony A. Perez.
mhm.
I met Rashad from Rashad G Reviews.
Yeah.
I met Terrence from D Movie Man. His channel.
I see the name. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I met Ryan from RWR Movie Reviews.
Uh-huh.
I met those guys. I met Zeke from Venom Vlog or Zeke and Destroy.
I think I've seen some videos. I think was he with you before, or was it with Anthony on a live stream?
Maybe. Yeah, so the funny thing is I met him through Anthony on a live stream. It was all three of us.
Oh, in a group. Okay, yeah.
And ever since we just talk, now and then. So yeah, so I met like 5 or 6 fellow YouTubers when I was in Florida. But the plan is, so he's a inside like scoop for you.
Okay.
Is at some point either next year or 2024. I'm planning a trip to America. And I'm going to go around the different states and meet all you guys.
Oh, dude, cool. Yeah.
Or at least I'll go to one state that's maybe, say, nearby you and nearby someone else.
Yeah.
And try arrange where we meet in, like, the middle. So
cool.
I see a couple of you guys maybe at the same time,
Yeah. Are you, were you in Orlando where you went to Florida this time?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm asking because I got family close to Orlando.
Okay.
About an hour from Orlando. Like, because my wife, she's from Florida.
Right.
So
right.
all of her family are in that area.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. And it's funny because I haven't met Anthony yet in person, but
oh, he's awesome.
Yeah, I told him, I'm like, one day when I go to Florida, I can probably, because it's only an hour away, so I could probably see him somewhere. And we fly to Orlando because that's like the closest airport. So it's most likely that we're gonna, maybe I can catch him after. I don't know. We have to plan, but I don't know when. I don't know. I don't have a trip plan. Like in this year, maybe next year. I don't know, but anyway. But I was just saying, like, perhaps if you go there, at the same time when we are there or something, who knows? But
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm definitely planning to go to Florida again at some point. When I do, I'll give you guys, like everyone in our YouTube group, I'll message all you guys and be like, look, I'm coming home from the UK and like these days, if you guys can be there, awesome. If you can't, then you can't,
Have you been in other parts besides Florida, like the States?
Yeah, so I've been to Florida like 6 times. So I love the place. But a couple of years ago in 2019, I actually did a West Coast of America trip with a company called G Adventures. Have you heard of them?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, okay. Well, they're like an American company, and they take like solo travelers around different parts of like America or Canada, India, wherever you want to go. So yeah, a couple of years ago, I got to experience like Las Vegas, Nevada, San Francisco,
right?
LA. Got to go to LA as well. So yeah, that was a couple of years ago. That was awesome, and I loved that experience. So, as I say, I want to go like traveling around where I get to meet like all you guys. Like maybe go to Florida, then maybe go to Philadelphia, like meet Justin Lomas, for example.
Yeah, he's right then in Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Yeah, or Michigan, or like meet Q Reviews.
Oh, yeah, he's in Detroit, right? He's in Detroit.
Yeah, I think he's in Detroit. I think yeah. Michigan. So that's my plan anyway. So one day we'll be a live collab at some point.
Yeah, dude, that would be awesome. Oh yeah, because you guys did a live collab with what, Barbarian? Yeah.
Right. Bro, that movie's far better than Malignant. If anyone doesn't know and watching right now, me and Cinematic have a bit of a beef with Malignant.
No, yeah, Barbarian, dude. I went to watch it again Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night. I went to watch it again. It was my second time because I wanted to watch it in theaters again before because it's gonna leave very soon. At least
Right.
my theater because um it's up to one, like starting today, Monday. It is down to one show a day, so that
Oh,
means it's on its way out.
right, right,
And that show is around 4 p.m. So at 4 p.m. I'm still at work, so I can catch it. So I'm like, well, I better go. So I went to watch it Saturday night, and it's funny because I was gonna go to a different theater a little bit farther from mine on Saturday night. I was gonna go and I was gonna see Terrifier 2 or something.
oh yeah, yeah,
And my theater is not playing that movie because it's like a special show. So
right.
I was gonna go. I was gonna go after work on Saturday,
Mm.
and it was gonna be like a 10:15 p.m. show, and it's like 9:30, and I'm still at work wrapping things up, and I'm like, do I want to go there? Or I mean, am I gonna? Cause I never been in that theater. It was gonna be my
Right.
first time, so I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna trying to, it's nighttime and I never been there. I have to follow GPS to get there and all these things. So anyway, kind of changed my mind, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna go and watch Barbarian again. And so I
Right.
missed Terrifier 2. Did you review that movie or somebody did? Was it you?
Rashad reviewed the movie.
Uh-huh.
But a couple of weeks ago, me and Rashad did a collab on the first movie.
Oh, which I haven't seen. Okay.
Have you not seen the first movie?
No, I haven't. No, I never heard about that movie until
Oh, man.
until this one, Terrifier 2. So I was like, oh, this is a little franchise now. But no, I never heard of it until this one. And I assume there's a one because this is number 2.
Right.
Yeah. No, I haven't. No.
So yeah, so I would say if you're going to see Terrifier 2 at some point,
Yeah.
definitely watch the first one because this one, from what I've heard, follows on from the end of the first one.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, what I would say, man, is for if you do get to check it out, the first movie
Yeah.
is some of the acting isn't the best, but it's very gory.
Is it?
And it's all practical effects as well.
Oh, okay. Those are cheaper and also they look pretty cool when they do it right.
Oh yeah, like the first movie had like hardly no budget at all. It's a very like indie. It feels a very indie movie. But everyone loves the movie and it's become like so well known that then when they made the second movie, it actually got a cinema release, which is crazy, and it's already made like over $1 million in the cinema.
Oh wow.
For a very tiny movie,
For a low budget, yeah. And that clown looks scary. I've seen pictures like on my Instagram news. Like that's how I found out about it because I was seeing. I'm like, oh, this is a creepy dude.
Dude, yeah. I think the scariest thing about him is he looks almost as if you can make that costume in like 10 minutes. But it's like more realistic because he's, it's just like a simple clown suit, like, simple makeup, like a very like grimace smile, I would say, but he's very creepy, put it that way. But yeah, man, such a gory movie, but really, really good. We don't get that for a couple of weeks' time.
Okay.
The second one. So I said to Rashad, I was like, I want no spoilers at all.
Yeah, and it makes it more realistic, like you said, like the way he's dressed up and everything, which it also makes it scarier because he could be a dude out there.
Right. Well, the cool thing is, me and my partner is going to a horror Comic-Con in a couple of weeks, and I've got a photographed session booked where I'm going to get a photo with the guy who plays Art the Clown. He's going to be in full costume as well. So that's going to be awesome. I'm excited.
Yeah. Cool, dude. I never been to those places. Like I know you went to, what was it, Hellfest, or what's the name of it? The one you went in Florida? The scary place, like
like the Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, Halloween Horror Nights. Yeah. Hellfest, that's a movie, I think.
Yeah, help it. Yeah.
Well, it's the same concept.
Right. Yeah, dude, it's awesome. I'd recommend if you can ever go to, like a Comic-Con or like a scary maze. They're good fun.
Yeah.
I know in England recently, there was like the Arnold Classic was on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
yeah, so Arnold was there. I didn't go, but Arnold was there.
Uh-huh.
John Claude, he was there as well.
He was there.
He was there, yeah. And I know he's your hero.
I know he hasn't been in this area. Like I don't know. I think if he comes here, because I think he lives in Hong Kong. I know he has a house there in Hong
What?
Kong, and he has another one in Belgium where his parents live.
Mm.
And I'm assuming he must have a house somewhere in California, because sometimes he goes to California. He goes to the Gold's Gym in Venice.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, he doesn't do, as far as I know, he doesn't do any like Comic Cons, like or like Arnold. I don't think Arnold does Comic Cons. I mean, maybe he doesn't have the money. I guess Arnold doesn't do any of those. Neither Sylvester Stallone. He doesn't. As far as I never see him. Sylvester Stallone doing any like photo ops and all that stuff.
I've seen him do one,
Uh-huh.
which was here in the UK by he did like a private evening.
Okay.
So I remember when the tickets went on sale. It's like a 3-course sit down meal. He's on stage and he's talking for like an hour and a half maybe, and then at the end of it, depending on if you've paid money, you can have like a photograph with him or like an autograph.
Uh-huh.
But the price for them in like US dollars is around like $1,000.
With Stallone?
Yeah.
Dang, that's a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah. For a photo? Or more like a
like an autograph.
Oh, okay. Dang, yeah, that's pretty.
But still, when I saw that price, I was like, nope.
Yeah. I mean, I would like his autograph, but for that much, that's a lot of money. But I would get for Jean-Claude Van Damme, I would like his autograph, but I don't know how much that would cost. I got his from his store. There's a picture over there behind the Predator.
Yeah.
It's Van Damme doing the split, and I bought that one from his website. So I'm sure it is actually his signature or whatever, or maybe like a photo. Like But what I would like one personalized. Meeting him and everything. But I don't know how that can happen. Especially there's no like Comic-Con to go to.
The only thing I've seen that being done is that there's a website called Official Pix, like PIX. And basically it's this company. So yeah, officialpix.com.
All right. Yeah, I wrote it down.
And it's this company that do private signings with celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
So I know at one time they did have John Claude as a private signing. So you could send in your item if you want, or you can like order a photograph and you'll sign, whatever you want on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then they send it to you, and then but you pay them via PayPal or credit card or something,
Oh, okay.
So maybe something like that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, I don't know how much that would cost. I mean, I can always find out, but yeah,
I would say probably no less than $700.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Yeah. I don't know because he's a rare signature. I think.
Yeah.
Doesn't do many.
Like I got the only two people that I got autographs from, like real ones, was Dolph Lundgren and Carl Weathers.
Oh, nice!
I met them. This was pre-pandemic. I met them at a Comic-Con, and I got the photos over there. I got a picture with Lundgren, and those are personalized photos with a Sharpie and everything. And I got that one. It has my name and everything from Universal.
Oh, that's awesome!
And so that's what I would like from Van Damme. Like an actual, me looking at him, writing my name, and But yeah, maybe one day, who knows?
I hope so, man. I know he's a hero, and your son's called John Claude as well, right?
Yeah. I name it after him, pretty much. And, this is funny because I only got 2 boys and 2 girls, but if I had 3 boys, I would probably add the name Sylvester somewhere in there to one of them. Arnold will be the other one, but
Right.
no, I only got 2, so
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah. But I would have to get what? Oh, really, my wife would have to agree somehow, but
Right. Good luck.
oh yeah, right. All right, we got some comments here. Let me see.
Okay, cool.
Venom. Hey, Venom. Venom.
Hey,
Hello.
hey.
Venom. He was my first guest at the live streaming. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's from Belarus, and he does a lot of unboxing videos, especially like 1/6 scales.
Oh, nice.
Really cool. Yeah. He says legendary Back to the Future tattoo.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make like a video someday and like do it so I can angle the video in like the exact positions, you know, and you guys can see it properly. Because I sometimes I get comments saying like, "What's that on your arm?" and I can't show them properly in like this little tiny camera, you know.
Yeah. Oh, and also just like myself, Venom, he also loves Heath Ledger as a Joker. So that one that you got right here,
Yeah,
awesome
I,
too.
I can see it's like his little picture and his profile.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So thank you.
Cool. Let's see, we got someone else. Jason, the old
Oh,
millennial.
hey, Jason.
Hey,
J-
hey,
J-
Jason. Thank you for watching.
Jason's awesome guy. He's got a great channel and he always supports everyone on like live streams and stuff. So yeah, collaborate with him a couple of times as well. So Jason, awesome guy. So yeah, hey Jason.
Yeah, Jason, thank you for watching. I think I've seen his name on the comments or something on your videos.
Yeah, oh, he's a great guy.
Let's say Jason says, "Do you think you could look like a scary motoring clown, Mike?"
No. No, I would break character too quickly.
That would be, yeah. I don't. Yeah, that's. Some people might be good at it. I don't even know if I could do that, just to look scary.
No, I think the whole thing is with that is if you're going to impersonate a clown or a scary person, is you have to keep in that persona the whole time.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You know, like I couldn't like try to be scary to you and then all of a sudden be like, "Hey, cinematic," because it would break character. You know.
Yeah.
So, no, I couldn't.
Good. Yeah. No, I don't think I can either. Jason says, "What's the Terrifier's beef with everyone?" I don't know.
Basically, he kills anyone that's in his way. Really.
Ah, okay. Because I saw that trailer only once, and I saw like the brief synopsis, and he said that he's terrorizing as a lady and her brother or something. That's
Yeah.
what it says on the thing on the synopsis. So I don't know much.
Yeah, so in the new movie, he's terrorizing a girl and the brother. I don't know why, because like the thing is with Terrifier, as long as you're not in his way, he doesn't really go for you.
Oh, okay. So he's not like Michael Myers. He's just killing left and right. So he's just
You have to be like in his way, or you have to like done something to him. So, for example, in the first movie, not really a spoiler, but it's based on these two girls. They're having like a night out. They've been for some drinks, that kind of thing, and they see him just coming along the street, and one of the girls is like, look at that weirdo over there, and the other girl's a bit frightened because she's like, who's this creepy clown, So they go in the pizza shop, and then long behold, about 5 minutes later, he comes in the pizza shop with this just black bin bag, this trash bag, which you don't know what's inside of it. He's just carrying this big trash bag. He puts it down and he sits in this pizza shop, and one of the girls is like jumping on his knee, trying to take a selfie and stuff. So straight away, they've already messed with him. So he's like, right, he's going to go kill them,
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
But he doesn't talk at all.
Which
he doesn't say a word. Right. So I think that's what makes him creepier,
Yeah. Oh wow, dude, is that movie available like in any platform or streaming platform? Do you know? Or
So in the UK it isn't.
uh-huh.
But I don't know in America it might be on Shudder maybe.
Sure.
Oh,
I heard about that platform. I don't have it, but I heard about it.
but do you watch movies online at all?
No. Usually, if it's gonna be online, it has to be like a Netflix, Hulu, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Um. Well, I'll have a look after the stream.
Uh-huh.
If I can find the movie, I'll send you the link.
Oh, okay. Okay, for the first one, yeah, it would be cool to see it.
Yeah.
Shudder is the name. Shudder. What's the name of that?
Shudder, yeah, it's like a horror platform or
Yeah.
Screenbox, I think.
Something like that. I've seen ads, but I never. I haven't looked into it. But
Right.
I do know. I think Anthony has it. I think, or no? I want to say, or he reviews movies from that.
Yeah, we both do. Yeah.
Okay, you too. Okay, okay.
As I say, I'll have a look after this and I'll send you the link
Oh yeah, yeah. That
because
would,
I want you to watch it.
yeah, I will check it out for sure. Oh, Blacktastic showing some love. Hey, Blacktastic, thank you.
Hey, Blacktastic, what's going on?
Showing love from the West Coast.
Right.
Yeah, thank you, Blacktastic. Yeah, looking forward to check out what I have done, baby. Yeah, I'm gonna have Blacktastic here at some point. Hopefully, hopefully soon. I wanna do another collab with him and with
Right.
Anthony. I'm gonna see if I can have. That's the plan, like have them, us three, and do a collab with one of those videos that we've been watching. Or well, actually, I've been taking a break from my Alfred Hitchcock Presents. It's
Yeah.
been a while since I did one. I did one with Anthony, and then I did one with Blacktastic.
Yeah.
So I was thinking recently. I don't know, last month or something. I contact them both. I'm like, let's do another collab, but let's do it live. And they're like, sure. So yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna do it. I just need find out the time and the day and square away.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it would be cool. I really like to those old school murder mystery scary shows. Well, I won't say scary, but definitely suspenseful. Yeah. I don't.
Yeah.
They're like from the late 50s, early 60s. So I wouldn't call it scary much, but more like suspenseful and
Right.
mysterious or whatever.
Yeah, something different.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely something to check out. And so yeah, I want to see that one. Continue because there's a lot of episodes, dude. A lot of episodes. I'm talking in the hundreds.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. That's it's nuts.
Jeez.
But and I think I'm on episode 6 or 7, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, I got material for years, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
And oh yeah, so before we jump into Kill Bill, I know I wanna let people know that you decided recently in your channel to watch movies that you haven't seen. Like you wanted to start with a list of 100 movies. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah. So the idea came around when we get in conversations like I might talk to you, I might talk to Anthony, Rashad, or whoever, and there's always some movie that we spoke about with another person, and that person will say, "You've never seen that movie," whatever the movie is. There's always like at some point there'll be a movie to you, and I'll be like, "You've never seen that movie," and vice versa.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, on my channel, what could be really cool is if I kind of put a post out on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, and that is people's opportunity to give me a movie to watch. As long as it's a movie I've not seen.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to watch a movie again that I've seen maybe hundreds of times or a couple of times. Because I've experienced that. I want to experience something brand new, like Kill Bill. I'd never seen the Kill Bill movies.
Yeah.
And they're famous movies,
I remember when you put it on the community tab
Yeah,
on YouTube about it, and you said, drop a name of a movie that I haven't seen, or whatever, to like to make a
right.
list. I remember I dropped that one, and correct me if I'm wrong, okay?
Mm.
The only Tarantino movie that you have seen is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
No,
Oh, you haven't seen that one?
no.
Oh, so then I got it wrong.
Right. So Tarantino movies, I had looked through his filmography, and the movies I've seen Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've seen that one. I actually saw that in the cinema as like a reissue.
Oh,
Um,
that would be cool.
so that was cool. Yeah, I like that movie.
Yeah,
I saw Django Unchained.
yeah, yeah. That's a good one.
Django's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I've seen the one where Kurt Russell, where he's the killer driver or something.
Oh, Death Proof.
Death Proof, that's one.
Yeah, that was my last movie that I got to see. Like, I've seen them all, but Death Proof was the very last one that I got to see, and I don't know why or how I missed it. Like, cause that came out in what, early 2006, 2008, or something like that.
Think so.
Yeah.
I can understand why you missed it though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't actually. I missed it to the point that I didn't know it kind of existed. Now I've seen it, and now I own it. I own the digital copy,
Okay.
and I actually like it. I did like uh, one of those videos where you put you say your top 10 or your top 9 movies. So I did one of those for Tarantino. I think Death Proof. I think I have it. If I remember, I think I have it in number 5, number 4, or number 5, which to some people, at least one people in the comments in that video, he's like, "Oh, finally somebody showing love to Death Proof." So I guess most people don't show love to that movie or something.
Nah, so I saw that movie, I would say at least seven or more years ago now. So it's been a while.
Uh-huh.
I've seen it once. I remember when I saw it, I was like, I didn't like the movie.
Uh-huh.
I like the violence in the movie. I thought that was good.
Yeah, I've seen it only one time too. I haven't seen it again. I saw it like several months ago, I think. Yeah, the first time. Yeah. But I like it enough to put it somewhere in that top 5. And but yeah, I guess most people, they don't show too much love to it or something.
Yeah.
The unbiased movie nerd, what's up, you too?
Yep. Hey mate, how you doing?
Thank you for watching. He has a comment here. Kurt Russell in Death Proof is awesome. Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah. He doesn't talk a lot, right? I don't remember, like, his character is kind of quiet. He's looking and lurking and stuff. But he's definitely like, without saying spoilers in case anybody hasn't seen it, but at the end there's a lot of satisfaction, right? At the end, when they start like hitting him and
yeah. He's really good in that movie from what I remember. Him and the violent aspects, like those are two things I remember I enjoyed about that movie.
Yeah, and for some reason, I don't know how. I don't know if it was the marketing or just me that I just missed the whole the name of it or everything. I remember I found it because I googled like Tarantino's filmography because I wanted to see them all, and I'm like, oh, I never heard about this one. And then I looked it up, and I found a digital copy, and I bought it. And I rarely buy movies without watching them first. I usually don't buy them.
Same.
But that one I got it on clearance, the digital copy. So I bought it because I'm like, I wanna put it on my list, on my to-do list, Tarantino movies. So yeah, I liked it. Not as much as other ones, but definitely, perhaps I like it more than most people.
I think so. Yeah.
So how many movies have you seen out of that list, more or less? I know you just started recently. You just started the list recently.
Yeah, so the issue is, and you'll probably be able to kind of attest to this as well, is so on our YouTube channels we come up with like these ideas we want to do for videos. Like for example, you've got the Alfred Hitchcock you want to work through, but you said yourself it's like hundreds and hundreds of episodes, so it takes time.
Yeah.
But then in the same time, you're always getting a new figure, so you're always doing like an unboxing video, or John Claude's watching an action movie recently, you know.
Yeah, that's a new section. Yeah.
Right. So because of those ideas, and it's the same for myself, is I'll review like a brand new movie just come out at the weekend, or I'll do like a Back to the Future video, or whatever other videos I've got planned. So as a result, the kind of 100 listers took a little bit of a back seat, but when I can, I'm trying to still work through it. So far I've seen 4 movies.
All right.
So not many.
Okay.
But I've also seen some first-time watchers that's not on the list also. So the other day I watched A Nightmare on Elm Street, which I've never seen.
Oh, like the original?
Yeah. I've never seen any of them.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
So I watched that for the first time the other night. I watched Misery as well.
Oh, is that? Oh, yeah. Is that the? Yeah, I think. I commented. Was it? I don't know if it was Instagram. Well, maybe it was YouTube that I commented on that one. That one, is that the one with an with an axe, and it's about a like is that like a mystery about a killer?
It's the one with Kathy Bates and James Caan, and he's like a famous book writer.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
I haven't seen it, but I've seen like a poster, because I do know like the typewriter and an axe are symbols of the movie, right? Or no?
The typewriter definitely.
So it's not scary.
No, it's more like so basically the plot of the movie is James Caan is like a famous like book writer, and he's wrote all these books called Misery. So it might be like Misery, then Misery's Revenge, or Misery's Love, or whatever, like a series of books named Misery. And Kathy Bates is basically like his number one fan. She loves all of his books and everything like that. And James Caan, he's on the road, he's driving, but it's like during this like blizzard, and he has a car crash. And basically Kathy Bates' character helps him out of the snow and takes him into her house because he's injured and he's kind of banged up through the accident. And long behold, you learn because of all of this, she isn't happy with the way he finished the last book he wrote in the Misery series. So she kind of keeps him against his will in the house to rewrite that book and the ending of it. So it's more like she's like a crazy stalker fan, really.
Okay.
It's pretty good though.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny because after I saw it on your I think it was your last live stream. I think you talk about that movie.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Because that day I saw that movie for sale, like the digital copy, and it was only $4.99. I don't know how. Well, I'm sure you've been here, so I'm sure you know how much that is.
Right. Yeah.
So, but I haven't bought it yet, but I do know like it has a fan. Like that movie has a fan, and I might check it out. I mean, I'll probably buy it for that much. I have no issue for $4.99. It's fine with me.
Yeah, I think you'd enjoy that movie. It's such a simple plot, but the acting by Kathy Bates and James Caan's really good.
Yeah, well, she's good. I've seen her a lot in the American Horror Stories. I think she's been in those, right? Yeah.
So I tend to so one thing I'm going to do on Thursday, so because I do my weekly show Z Talks, which you're always working, so I can never get you on them. One day will happen.
Oh yeah.
But on this Thursday, I'm going to do like a solo live stream, and because you know the app Letterbox.
Yes. Are you there?
Yes.
Oh, I need to look you up. I'm there. I've been there for a while now. And then I was telling Anthony to join, and he finally did.
Right, right.
But no, yeah. Let me know your.
Mm,
Send me on Instagram
yeah,
your name
yeah.
or your because
Well, it's just did you see that? It's just my YouTube name.
I usually have issues, not issues, but like trying to search in that app for other people. But let me look you up right now. That way.
Are you on the top bit where you've clicked members?
No, I'm right here on this search.
All right, click the search bar at the top,
Yeah.
and then it might come up with a subsection saying films and then members. Do you have that?
Um. No, let me see. I have the free version. I don't know if that makes any difference.
No, because I've got that as well.
Okay.
So it's when you go to the top and it says to click the grey bar to start typing, you know?
Okay. Okay. So right now I'm in the main menu right here.
All right, so go down to the bottom with the magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then click the grey bar at the top
Yep.
where you type in.
Yep.
And then type in did you see that, but no spaces.
Oh, no space. Okay.
No
Did
spaces.
you see that?
Yeah, and then click enter.
Did you see that?
And
No, I don't.
show me the screen if you can.
Yeah.
Right. So where you've got there where it says fill. So you have a look at the screen.
Yeah.
So can you see at the top where it says films? But it's got green. It says
Oh,
film.
members. Okay. Okay.
So scroll along and it should say members.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. There you go.
There you go. That's me.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm kind of new to. I mean, I don't surf a lot on this app. I usually
Yep.
just I just like the app to use it just to log all the movies that I watch on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah. Same here. So one thing I found really good with the app though
Mm-hmm.
is you know like sometimes on YouTube I don't review every movie I watch
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes I might be like 4 months late. You know, everyone's done a review by that point, or I don't feel like making a video.
Yeah.
So one thing I found Letterbox really good is for movies that I'm not going to do a YouTube video for, I'll put my reviews on there.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone's interested in my thoughts, then they can have a look on there. And
Wow.
yes, yeah, there's loads of movies in there I've seen recently that you won't see a YouTube video for.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Cool. That's a good idea.
yeah. So I'll follow you back after this.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I think Rashad started following me like last week. I think he just joined or something because I got
Yeah.
an invite and then I accepted and I follow him back. But yeah, I just use it as a journal type kind of, just to see.
Same.
I like to go back. Oh, and this day I watched or rewatch.
Yeah. Yeah. Same here. Same
Yeah.
here. So I've only just started maybe a couple of months ago,
Okay. Okay.
and I wish I started it sooner because
Yeah.
every movie before then, I can't really think now. Oh well, I'll give that this rating. You know.
Oh yeah, I see.
So I
Yeah.
feel like I have to go back and rewatch their movies now.
Yeah. Well, that's a good app. Yeah, and it's uh if you pay for it, you get really cool stats like
Right.
features. But I just don't. I'm not a. I don't have the paid version. But
No, I don't.
you can get like you can classify all the movies by directors that you have seen
Okay.
or like for instance how many movies by this director you have watched. You just click there and it shows you all the filmography or by actor also. No,
Yeah.
it has really cool features. Yeah.
Yeah. I use the free version like you do,
Yeah.
and it's the free version's really good.
Yeah, for what I need it for, yeah, that's
Yeah.
so yeah, you have seen 4 movies, so yeah, out of the
Yeah.
100, and you're
Oh,
gonna
sorry. Yes.
continue doing that. I know you're gonna be updating on your channel about it. And
Yeah. So, because you were asking the question before, and then we got sidetracked. So apologies, anyone watching. Because we could talk for hours.
yeah.
Pretty much. So yeah, so in this 100 movie list, I've seen 4 movies. I've seen The Lost Boys, which was a first time watch.
I never seen it.
You're not missing much.
I remember like back in the day, like on TV, but I never seen it from beginning to end. And I know it's coming on my theater one of these Wednesdays. I don't know if it's this Wednesday or the following.
Right.
But I might go. I don't know yet, but no, I haven't seen it. Okay, sorry. So you can continue.
No, it's cool. So I think when it's coming to the cinema next to you, near you, I think it's because they've just restored it in 4K. So I think that's why they're showing it again. I might be wrong.
Okay.
So yes, I watched The Lost Boys. I would say it's a good movie, but it's not like, you know, when people hype the movie up.
Yeah.
I don't think it deserves that, you know.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I've seen that one. I've seen a movie called Yes, God, Yes, which is Natalia Dyer from Stranger Things. She plays Nancy.
Oh, okay. I know her by Nancy. Yeah.
Yeah. The movie's okay. I would say a one-time watch, if that, personally. And then the other 2 movies is Kill Bill 1 and 2.
Okay, gotcha.
Because you recommended those, so I checked those out.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I know you're open for suggestions on the community tabs. I'm like, all right, here's my pick.
Right. Yeah. So I'm still undecided on my channel if I'm going to do a separate review for 100 movies, or if I'm going to do a video maybe every 5 movies. You know.
Yeah.
If I do it every 5 movies, it's less videos. You know.
Yeah.
And like everyone. Yeah.
Because there is a lot of material that you can talk and you know, and not so much time, you know.
Right. Well, that's the thing. So I don't know, you know, because if I make separate reviews, I'm going to go in detail on those movies because it's the first time.
Yeah.
Or if I do, like, say, 5 movies in one video, I can just do, like, one long video.
Yeah.
You know,
like 5-6 minutes per movie in a 20
right
video. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then the issue is I don't know if that will offend some people because they've picked out that movie. They might just want to hear that one movie, you know.
Oh, I see.
So it depends.
Yeah.
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
Yeah. We should wait and see. But I'll be talking about 2 of their movies today with you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So this was your first time watching it, and you have seen other movies by Tarantino. You haven't seen that one. I thought you did.
No.
I don't know why I was wrong. It happens all the time.
That's cool.
And so any general thoughts, like or first impression, like
so yeah, so I watched Kill Bill Volume 1 last night, and I watched Volume 2 today. So they're pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, so well, what I'll say is, firstly, going into these movies is because when did you first see these movies?
I saw them in theaters in 2003 and 2004.
Wow. Okay.
They were shot as one movie, but they were released in 2 separate years because it's too long to show it in one. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I remember where I was. You know.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I watched it in at least the first one. The second one, I don't know if I was still in the same place, but the first one, I was living in Texas at the time. Yeah, and I watched it at the River Center Mall. It's
okay.
at the AMC theater at the Riverwalk Mall. Yeah,
wow.
Like in San Antonio, Texas. So if you go to San Antonio, Texas, you're gonna go to the mall because that's where all the tourists go.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's where the Alamo is and everything. So yeah, that's where I watch it.
Wow, that's awesome. And the cool thing is about that experience is like you collect cinema tickets.
Yes, you do too. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, the earliest I've got is 2005. I don't have any earlier than that.
Yeah, I have. Well, sadly, not anymore because one when I turned 18, I kind of I left home, so I
Mm,
was moving, living with different people, family and
right.
stuff. So sometime during those transitions of moving, I missed stuff. I
Right.
lost some of the stuff, and I think some of my tickets got lost. So I think
Oh,
the the ones from 2000, I might have some still
mm,
movie tickets. Now, when I became a moviegoer was in '98, and I don't remember collecting the tickets yet, unfortunately. So probably I
right.
tossed them.
Right.
Um, so I think I want to say the earliest would be 2000, and I missed some of them, but I have them somewhere downstairs in a little baggie.
Get yeah. Get
So,
yeah.
so what I've been doing now in recent years, and I mean like what, 2018, 2017, I,
Mm,
I just keep them in a little Ziploc bag
right.
by the year.
Get
That,
yeah.
that way, yeah. But the other ones from 2000, 2002, 2003, 2004, I have them all mixed into one.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh
but
wow. Okay.
yeah,
That's
and yeah, it's cool to to
yeah.
sometimes just go back and remember things.
Right. Right. Yeah. It's the same. Yeah. So I've got like a couple like um because on my channel I recently started the series of collecting them from 2005.
Uh-huh,
So
uh-huh.
recently I've been going through the because that's the box right there with the all in. This one right here.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah,
So I've started organizing them like Ziploc bags,
yeah,
because again, I have to make a YouTube video on every year, so it's going to take a while to do. So like that one, that's the next one, 2006.
oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Some in there. First one there you can see Monster House.
Monster House. Oh, that's the animated movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't remember. I don't know if I saw it, but I remember seeing the trailer or something.
Mm.
Somehow,
I,
yeah,
remember, I remember loving that movie.
yeah,
I don't know about now, but I remember enjoying it back then.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, so in regard to Kill Bill, getting
yeah,
back to your question, so apologies. Um, so yeah, with Kill Bill. So before going into the movie last night, I heard a lot of hype for this movie.
uh,
Like a lot of people being like, "Oh, it's a well-known Tarantino movie. Some people's favorite Tarantino movie, etc." So my experience of like Tarantino as a director himself is a bit of a mixed bag
uh-huh.
because I wasn't a fan of Death Proof.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Reservoir Dogs, I really liked. Django was pretty good as well.
That's pretty.
Um, so that's the only movies I've seen of him. So I never grew up watching his movies as they came out. So I've got a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, you
Um,
got like you got about what? Yeah, you still got you got what? Maybe 5 or 6 more, because he has like 9. If you count, if you keep
um, yeah, probably about that then.
5 or 6. Yeah.
Yeah, but like one of the biggest ones I've not seen is Pulp Fiction. So that's still to go. You know.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, so going into Kill Bill, I heard loads of things. I remember when I used to work in a DVD shop
Mm-hmm.
about 12 years ago. I would see the DVD all the time of Kill Bill.
Oh, like
It'd
on
be
the
that one and Volume 2
yeah,
all the time and would sell out all the time. So I was thinking, oh well, it must be a good movie.
yeah.
So I watched it last night, and I will say, first thoughts is I thought it was a good movie, but I don't get the hype for the movie. But again, it's the same as the Lost Boys. It could be that I'm like 20 years too late.
Yeah.
Um,
Actually, what you say is like I think most people they put other movies before Kill Bill.
okay,
Yeah, like the Inglorious Bastards.
I've not seen that
And
one.
oh yeah, yeah, that one is pretty good too. And
Mm,
also Pulp Fiction.
right,
Yeah, and Pulp Fiction, I would put it very close. I can go back and forth between Kill Bill and Pulp Fiction.
right.
So when I had to put him on first or second place, I had to see other other aspects to kind of see which one had more weight, because it was difficult to to pick just one.
Right, right. Yeah, and yeah, as I say, I think it's because, like, as you said, Kill Bill came out maybe what, 2003, 2004.
2003 and 4, or 2002 and 3.
I can't remember. I'd like to say 2003.
Yeah,
But I might be wrong.
yeah, it was either they're separated by a year. Not separate. Yeah, like I
Yeah,
would say either 2002, 2003, or 2003, 2004.
yeah,
Either one of those two.
yeah, yeah. So I think for myself anyway, is seeing the first movie last night,
Mhm.
is I can see why in 2003 it was a big movie.
Yeah,
It was something different. Like, Tarantino's got like a different directing style, so
yeah.
that's going for him already. He's different. And Uma Thurman's awesome in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Her and Lucy Liu are great in that movie. So
That's
yeah, so I enjoyed the movie. I think the best scene in that movie is the crazy 88 fight at the end.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Do
Mhm.
you know why they ended up doing in black and white?
That's what I want to ask you, because
Oh
I know he's got like a directing style,
yeah,
but I know at the beginning of the movie it was black and white, and I thought, oh, it's to signal the start of the movie and telling like a past story,
yeah. Usually,
and difference.
yeah, yeah.
But then when it goes black and white in that fight, I was like, what's the reason for this black and white?
It's kind of funny actually. The reason, because um, it's not because they wanted to don't to do not show any of the blood or anything like that. That's
Mm.
not the reason. Is because they ran out of the proper red color for the blood. so I think, yeah, they run out of that the right color, that the
Right.
right red color. So that's the reason. So we're like, oh, we got a color that is not right, so let's do it black and white, and people won't notice.
Well, I couldn't tell. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, I think, but it works.
Well, that's the thing, because before that scene, like, blood's going everywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's why I was like, well, why is it gone black and white?
Yeah. All of a sudden.
Because, as I say, without knowing that, I thought that's just so random. It doesn't fit with the movie. And I just like, why?
What? Yeah, just out of the blue, right? Just
Right.
okay.
Yeah. So yes, that final scene, like the last, being honest with you, the last, I would say 30 minutes saved the movie for me. Like that last fight was great. The Okinawa setting with her and Lucy Liu final battle is so good. Like, it's so cinematography wise, it's awesome.
Yeah, the snow falling, and what is that Japanese thing? It's like it holds water here, and then it kind of falls and drops the water.
Oh, I don't know what it's called, but it did it a couple of times in the movie.
Yeah, and I've seen it in other movies too, like Japanese. It's a Japanese thing, I don't even know what it's called, but it's classic Japanese thing.
Right. Yeah, so I enjoyed the movie. Yeah, I think another like nitpick I had with the movie was a bit of the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Because I felt like the soundtrack, especially in that crazy 88 fight, like the song changed about 10 times in that scene. And I'm just like, why is it changing all the time?
Yeah.
Because I felt like in that scene, it should have had more like Japanese music in. Like, I would have liked that,
Yeah, it's I'm trying to remember the song that they play, because they play a good number of it. Right at the House of Blues, right? Like the House of Blue Leaves or whatever, at the restaurant, right? That's what you're talking about, like when the crazy 88s get into the restaurant, right?
Like that whole scene. So
Yeah.
like when they're in there, when they're fighting with Uma Thurman's character, and when she's beating them all up and stuff, like just that entire like 30-minute scene, there's like so many different songs played throughout. It's not like one song and then it's like, spread out. It's like, it'll be like 20 seconds of a song, then it'll be like another song, then another song.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah,
why?
there is a lot of songs actually. Like when you in that soundtrack for the movie, there's a lot of it, a lot of music for some. Now that you mention it,
Right.
yeah. Like even on the when you see the list, it's a lot of them.
Right. Like for example, when we watch a movie,
Mm-hmm.
say like Batman, for example,
Yeah.
like when Batman's having like say a showdown with some enemies, like the recent movie The Batman this year,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Michael Giacchino's theme for the Batman is like 7 minutes long, something like that.
I want to say yes. Yeah, I think so.
It's quite long, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So when he's fighting them enemies, that's the only song you hear for that period in the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Kill Bill, as I say, it was like every 20 seconds they changed the song. So that's why there's probably so many songs on the soundtrack.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and actually, yeah, and it's also like I don't think Tarantino uses scores, right? Only soundtracks, right? Am I right?
Yeah,
I want
I
to say,
think so.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I don't, and maybe because he puts so many soundtracks or so many songs, that's how I have been exposed to different like obscure music bands because that I never heard of, and
Right.
and sometimes it's because of Tarantino's movies that kind of show me a movie or a song that then I look it up and like okay, and I know now who this guy is. But I have found like new music in movies, like especially in Tarantino's movies, because he puts so many of them. Then he just put those new groups or bands, on my radar. But maybe not necessarily new, but new to me.
Yeah, definitely. So so overall, that movie I gave it 3 out of 5 stars.
Okay, like volume 1.
Yeah,
volume 1.
yeah.
Yeah. And
what would you rate that movie?
Well, I don't rate movies. Well, I rate them. Well, I don't rate them, but I.
But if you were on Letterboxd and you had to put stars,
I don't.
Oh, do you not? Oh, okay.
No, on Letterboxd, what I do, if I like it, I give it a heart. And if I don't like it, or if I'm like I'm iffy, I don't give a heart.
Get you.
but well, the thing is like I don't divide the movie into two, and I know it's pretty it's natural to divide it into two movies,
Right.
but I don't because it's only one movie. But I do get why is some people are like, oh no, that's two movies,
right?
And I don't know if by that, I don't know what they mean by movie. If they mean two different DVDs, yeah, they're two.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they mean by two movies. So I see it as only one movie because the story is not completed. So both stories need each other because they're incomplete. So I see it as one. And also they were shot all at once, but they had to divide it in two because it's too long. But I do have some friends who they see it more as two, and I guess it's easier to grade it as two because some of them are like, oh, I like part one better, which it kind of makes sense too in a sense because sometimes you can say a movie, oh, I like the first half better, and this is the case, like two volumes, okay, I can see your point. You like the first half better than the other half because the second half, I'm not going to say part two, but the second half. I mean, we're gonna be in semantics here, but the second half is it has a little less action, right? You would say a little bit
definitely.
More, a little bit more background and of what happened before. But so I don't grade them. I don't give them a grade, but I love the movie. That's all I can say. But I don't know. I'm gonna do the score thing.
Yeah. I mean, I get your point where you see it as like one movie, because it is essentially one movie just split into two.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say I prefer the first volume out of the two. Like I felt like the first volume did it really well in building Lucy Liu's character. We get the backstory, then we get like a big fight at the end.
Yeah, dude, that the anime part of it, of the story of Oren Ishiri.
Yeah,
they do the anime.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But again, I was wondering, well, why has it gone anime? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he just did it just because. Well, he loves the Tarantino. Loves like the Japanese aspect. So my guess is like he wanted to add anime.
Right.
And
yeah, it was cool. But again, it's one of those where I was like, well, why is it in here?
Yeah. It's just like something different, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like he's got a different style.
Yeah, because even at the beginning, when they show when they're in El Paso, Texas, like out of the chapel, you know, it looks like a spaghetti western.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
They got the spaghetti western. They got the martial arts. They got the action. They got the anime. Like it seems like a different genres, so to speak. Little pieces of different genres into one.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, I don't mind. I actually like the anime, but definitely pretty bloody, even for the anime, right?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And then from there, what happens after that? Well, she has the final fight with Oren Ishiri.
Yeah,
and
then she keeps Sophie alive because she says to him, "You're going to tell him the message," you know.
Oh, dude, you know which one I like a lot? Which that scene when Lucy Liu, she's with all the Yasukas, with all the bosses, and boss Tanaka is like, he starts saying something in Japanese, like he starts complaining that she's half Chinese, half Japanese, born in America or something, right? Like,
yeah.
And then she runs and chops his head off.
yeah.
And then
awesome.
Blood starts spilling out.
Right. Yeah, it was awesome.
No, it's pretty cool. And then I love that she starts saying, "Okay, I want to say it in English so you guys can see that I'm serious about or whatever." And talking, and then I love the what was the name that you said of
Sophie?
Sophie, yeah, she's translating like
right.
Dude, I love that part. Like I love to hear like the translation. Like I think he does some of that too. That Sophie, because she's a French. Did you know that she's French? I didn't know that until recently. She's a French actress.
I didn't know she was a French actress, but I know at the end she was speaking in French. So
yeah,
get to such, you know.
And I don't know Japanese, so I don't know how her Japanese is. But in the movie sounds pretty like pretty you know, like fluid. You know, like I don't know.
Yeah, I would have thought you would have had Uma Thurman take Japanese, you know, or some basics.
Yeah, but in the movie, like the girl who plays as Lucy, Sophie, she's very fluid when she's translating in that scene. So I don't know. She she sounds more fluid than Uma Thurman.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know how fluent she is or not. But
no, I'm not sure.
But that scene makes me laugh too, kind of like.
Yeah. So overall, good movie. The first one, but definitely better than the second volume, though.
The second volume. Oh, better than the second one, right? You said, yeah.
Yeah, the second one, nah, I'm not really a huge fan of.
The second one, it only has, well, he has to kill Bud
Yeah,
and an L driver
and Bill.
and Bill. That's pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some things that I like about the second volume. I like that fight that she has with L driver in the.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool shot. The way they shot it.
Mm.
When he grabs her and puts her head in the toilet seat.
Yeah, so that bit, that fight was the best bit of the movie.
Yeah,
because I really like that. And when Elle flushed the chain on the toilet
to breathe. Yeah.
right. So I've never seen that in the movie before.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, I was like, that's really clever thinking.
Yeah, like you're
Right.
drowning, so you
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's survival right there.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen anyone do that in the movie before? I haven't.
I don't think so. Usually, and don't they show like the camera is like under there, so you can see Els, right? You can see Elle's face right here.
Right.
So I don't know how they did that, but yeah.
I don't
Because
know.
if you see something like that in the movies, you usually see it from the outside perspective, right? Like
Right.
the angle is not from under the toilet.
Right. Right.
And the writing, when it makes me chuckle a little bit when when Elle gets in the and sees Bud, and he gives Bud like the briefcase with all the money.
Right.
And he starts counting the money, and then gets the black mamba. And he starts like, he gets beaten and falls on the ground. And then she starts saying, "Oh, I was I looked it up on the internet."
Yeah.
And this is a very fascinating thing, or whatever she says about the black mamba. And then you see like the handwriting, right? Like the camera shows all
right.
knows. I'm like, why would you why would you like to make a film? Why would you actually write all the information hand the notes? But I think it's cool.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And she starts reading, and then it says, "Oh, and pay attention to this because this concerns you right now," or something like that. That the way she says that makes me chuckle a little bit.
Yeah, good line delivery.
You got like 15-20 seconds before the venom, kills you pretty much.
Yeah, as I say, like that scene in the second movie is the best scene in the movie.
Yeah, even the final fight is not that long.
So this is the thing. So these whole 2 volumes is all about her getting revenge on Bill.
Yeah.
And then I felt towards the end of the movie, it's very like anticlimactic.
I see what, because he's like the big boss.
Yeah, so I thought, as the big boss, like, they built up this huge fight with Us and Ren and Uma Thurman's character. They built that up over 1 volume.
Yeah.
And then this second volume, the fight with Bill at the end is like 20 seconds.
Goes quicker, yeah.
So I just felt like it should have been longer, especially as he's like the last person to kill. Like, don't get me wrong, the choreography was cool, and how he got the sword and she put it in like the
and the shield. I always forget that word. Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. Like, that part was cool.
Yeah.
But I just felt like, I don't know, I just felt like it was a bad ending.
Yeah, it's like now that you mentioned some of these things, like there's a scene. I don't know. I mean, I don't mind that is there, but I don't know if there's a point. Like right before she finds Bill, she goes to see Señor Ramon, right?
Yeah.
And at the brothel or whatever. Right, and then she's talking to him, and they have a little conversation. I don't know if that's necessary. No, like if that's necessary, like those 5 minutes or 4 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, yes and no. So I know, like, when she's going in to see Senior Ramon, like she's narrating in the movie, and she's like, "Oh, I need to go see Senior Ramon because he knows where Bill is."
Yeah.
But yeah, I just felt like that movie was like 2 hours and 15 minutes long, and the first volume's shorter than that. And I just felt like the last 3 people on the list were kind of killed pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas again, the first movie focused on one person and took the whole movie to get to that person. You know, Orson Wren. You know, and I like that. I would have rather they've done like four movies, worst case, and do the one people in the list and like focus the movie on her going for that one person. You know?
I see.
Like that would have been good because like the Orson Wren, that Crazy 88 is fantastic.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Right. Yeah, and like when she's against Elle and then she cuts out the other eye, I thought that was cool, but then she doesn't kill her.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, after all of this, you could have still killed her, you know?
Yeah, but I guess. Well, I mean, I don't hate people like that, but but I think it would be better to leave him blind than to kill him just like that. I don't know. I guess you will suffer more as being blind and.
Yeah, but I know, but she's still alive.
Yeah, she's still alive. Yeah.
And the thing is, blind people are very clever.
Well, only Mad Murdock.
Right, yeah.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I say out the 2 volumes, the first one's definitely better.
And you know what? Definitely. Because I think most people would say because it has not only more action, but it has it has more aspects.
More action. Yeah.
More action. The Bruce Lee yellow suit thing. I love that.
Yeah, the yellow suit's cool.
The little Bruce Lee homage that they do that in the movie, and because with Bill, like they just do that, and then he does that secret technique, the 5-point palm heart exploding technique.
Yeah.
That's funny. Like 5 steps, and then you die. So in theory, if you don't move, you're still alive. Well, you gotta move. You gotta move. Point.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So no. Yeah. That's yeah. So that movie, I got to see it. I watched it back in the day, right? And then in 2020, it came back to theater, so I went again.
Okay.
Like late in 2020, you know, when the movie theaters were open again, and no many movies were out.
Right.
My theater started for about a month. Every Sunday they were playing, not all of them, but some, like one of the Tarantino movies.
Right.
So I got to see that again in theaters, both volumes, different Sundays. But I got to see for the very first time Pulp Fiction. I mean, first time in theaters. Yeah, first time in theaters. But because that one I missed it, because that one came out in '94.
Oh, okay.
So in '94 I wasn't going to the movies.
Yeah.
But I didn't start until '98. But I got to see that one. It was pretty cool. And you know what? It was also pretty cool. Like nobody was there.
Oh wow!
I was the only one in the theater for Pulp Fiction.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, dude, I had a great time. You know, just by myself, and I didn't mind because it was in the middle of COVID.
Right.
So I didn't even have the mask. You know, I was by myself, so I took the mask off and.
Yeah. See, I remember when the cinemas here, after COVID started dying down a little bit, the cinemas reopened and all they did was show like older movies. So I got to see Inception for the first time in the cinema.
Oh, nice! Yeah,
and I'd never seen it before, and it was such a great movie, you know.
Yeah. That was that was one of the first ones that opened up here in theaters.
Yeah. I think it's just because it's a popular movie, you know.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that was one of the first ones, and the New Mutants.
Yes.
that was another movie that came up around the same time, like late August of 2020,
Right.
early September. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that
Yeah.
was. And okay, so just to wrap it up, the Kill Bill. So volume one is you liked it better than the volume two.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
yeah. I think most people would say that.
Mm.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I just felt like with volume one, it gave me more satisfaction when it finished, you know.
Yeah.
But as the second one, I felt was a bit too rushed in a big amount of time that they had for the movie. It felt rushed.
Like the last fight. Yeah, yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good aspect to see that, to notice that.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
well, I got like a little game. Like before I let you go, I have a little game you want to play.
All right.
But before we play the game, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
And my question is, for the rest of the year, right? What's your most anticipated movie?
Okay. Easy answer. Avatar 2.
Oh, dude, yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Mine
So,
too. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, so there's a couple of reasons why it's my most anticipated. The first one is I recently watched it when it came back in cinemas.
Oh yeah, yeah. I took my kids too. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the post-credit scene?
Mm-hmm.
So good.
I wanted to touch like little drops of water.
Right. Right.
It looks like so real.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So that's the first reason that post-credit scene was so good, because James Cameron's been building those underwater cameras for motion capture. So that's why he hasn't done the second movie before now, because that motion capture for underwater wasn't available, and that's what he wanted for the movie. So that's the first reason.
Yeah.
Also, the second reason is Avatar is one of my dad's favorite movies ever.
Oh, all right, all right.
And my dad, who's like 67 years old, he doesn't go to the cinema. So the last movie he went to see at the cinema, because we forced him to come with us, was Toy Story 3.
All right.
Which was 2008, 2010, I think.
Something like that. I want to say
It was a while ago, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So we've said to him, when this new one's coming out, we're going to take him to the cinema. So yeah, it's going to be just cool to have my dad at the cinema, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, when I was younger, I didn't get to see a lot of movies with my dad at the cinema. It was mainly with my mum.
Okay.
When I was like a lot younger, you know, it would always be with my mum and my brothers.
Okay.
But never usually my dad. My dad, I can maybe recount 2 movies I've seen with him at the cinema, and that's it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
yeah.
It's going to be a cool experience. So yeah, Avatar.
Yeah, dude, that's a good. I'm sorry.
What about you?
No, it will be the same movie. It will be for the rest of the year. It is Avatar 2.
Right.
My most anticipated of the movie of the year, it didn't come out. They push it back to 2023.
And what movie is that?
John Wick Chapter 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I gotta wait for that now. So Avatar was my second movie, or my second most anticipated after John Wick. So now is my first one.
Awesome.
No, yeah, dude, that clip, the
so
3D,
good.
man, the 3D looks nuts.
Definitely.
And yeah, I'm excited for. Well, I'm excited for other movies, but yeah, I'm with you about what it's gonna look like with the under the water with all those cameras and James Cameron. I mean, he knows what he's doing. So
well, here's a cool little story for you. And you may have heard about this on one of my live streams in the past. In 2019, when I traveled around America, I met a girl called Katie, and ever since we've become good friends. So after that trip, she told us all, she was like, she was going to go work in New Zealand for 1 year on like a working visa kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. Continue. I think you said.
Yeah, I think you know this, right?
Oh, yeah, but yeah.
So my friend Katie, so she went to New Zealand for 1 year on a working visa, and she got a job on like a farm, just helping out, you know. And anyway, she was looking through the local paper, and this local paper said about being an extra for a movie. So she told me she decided to go for it. She thought, you know, it might be a laugh, you know, worst case scenario. And when she got to set, it was for Avatar 2. Which is crazy, right? Avatar 2, out of all movies.
Of all movies, yeah.
So what happened was, she got on set. She said it was like a couple of days' work. It was like very long days though.
Uh-huh.
And in between time, on like breaks on set, she got to sit down and talk to James Cameron.
Oh, dude, that's
right, which was awesome.
Yeah.
So they were just talking, just casual conversation and stuff. And yeah, they became friends. And as a result, in either Avatar 2 or Avatar 3, she is going to be a captain on one of the boats.
Oh, really?
Right. Yeah. So she doesn't know which movie because it didn't say which movie. It just said Avatar, you know, because I know he shot number 2 and 3 back to back.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to seeing number 2 or 3, and then I can be like, oh, that's my friend right there, you know.
And they're supposed to come out one a year, right? Every December or something?
Every 2 years, every other December.
Oh, dude, really? Is that gonna be? Oh,
yeah,
dude, it's gonna take a while because he wants to do 4,
5, I think. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I was assuming it was like every year one, which I was like, oh, that's cool. But if it's every other,
I think it's probably because of money, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look how many times Avatar's been put back in cinema.
Yeah.
And it's now nearly 3 billion. It's made more money now.
Yeah. Now it beat Endgame now again. Right.
Yeah. Well, it beat it a while ago, and then when it got released in cinemas a couple of weeks ago when we went, I think it made at least like 10 million.
Something like that. Yeah.
And that's just over 2 weeks, you know, which is for a movie in 2009. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I think it's back on top now.
Oh yeah, it's back on top. Yeah. I don't think it will be beat.
Yeah.
No.
So. Oh yeah. So the game. Well, yeah. It's a game. The game that I wanted to ask or go. It's I'm gonna say a word, or and that word is gonna be either a name or a title.
Okay.
And then you're gonna say whatever comes to mind.
All right. Okay. Cool.
And you can say as much or as little as you want.
Okay.
There might be cases when that word applies to more than one.
All right. Okay.
You just choose one. For instance, if I say Michael Myers, I don't know. It can be either Michael Myers the actor or Michael Myers from Halloween movies. You know.
Right.
So you're just gonna say whatever comes to mind first.
Right. Okay. So I would say Halloween, for example, or Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or yeah. All right.
Right.
So okay. So whatever comes to mind first. Well, this is actually we were just talking about James Cameron.
James Cameron. Avatar.
All right. Yeah. No. Avatar came out first.
Avatar. Yeah. Okay. Avatar.
And we just talk about Avatar, so we're not gonna talk about again because we just talk about it.
Right.
All right. So what comes to mind first when you hear Back to the Future?
Michael J. Fox.
All right. Who you met, right? You met him before?
Yeah. So I met him in 2015. Got to show my portrait of Marty as well.
Oh, he saw it?
Yeah. Well, so what happened was, when he came to the Comic-Con in 2015, he was in like a private room. I think because of his Parkinson's, they probably didn't want him in the public, shaking, that kind of thing,
Yeah.
more of like an intimate signing,
Mhm.
And so we were queued outside, and then one by one let into the door to go and get our thing signed, and we have to get out. So the security said, have your item out ready, you want signing, and as soon as you get in there, give it to his assistant, who will place it in front of him. He will sign it, and you have to get out, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So you weren't allowed to talk to him, pretty much, because I'm assuming you can only sit down for so long and sign autographs,
Okay.
I guess so. I don't know though. So when I was in the queue, I was thinking to myself, I was like, this might be my one and only chance I get to meet this guy, who's my hero,
Yeah.
It's like if someone told you can't talk to Jean-Claude Van Damme, you would be like, that's not happening. I'm going to talk to Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh yeah.
But that's it. Yeah, exactly. So when I got in there, I gave my item to his assistant.
Mm-hmm.
He leaned down the table. He started signing the item,
Mm-hmm.
and I stood there and I said, I was like, "Hi, Michael. Nice to meet you." I was like, "Thank you for coming to the Comic-Con." And I said to him, I said, the reason I got the tattoo of you is because when I was in school, I was like, quite like a shy kid,
Mm-hmm.
Bullied at times. And I said, because of seeing Back to the Future, I learned to have like more confidence in myself and kind of like brought me out of my shell,
Yeah.
And that's the reason I got the tattoo, because he kind of changed my life a lot,
Uh-huh.
So he saw the tattoo. So he looked up from the table, he saw my tattoo, and he's just like, oh, wow, thank you so much. And he gave a smile, and I had to leave then because I overstayed what I should have, So
That's
so got me.
awesome.
One of the best experiences ever.
Yeah, I bet, man. That's pretty cool.
Mm.
That he got to see it and everything.
Right. Well, I mean, I got a tattoo of his face. I had to tell him why I've got his face on my arm.
Yeah.
Because
Did he see the other two, or at the time you only had the portrait?
just the portrait.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't have the other the logo yet. Okay.
Nah. So, because what happened was, the tattoo here, like the Batman,
Mm-hmm.
Originally that was a different tattoo, and the Batman's a cover up.
Oh, okay.
Tattoo.
Yeah.
So I got the portrait done, and the portrait was 8 hours.
Wow.
It took, because there's no outline to the portrait.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was, we got like 4 hours in, and half his face was done.
Okay.
It was like that. So the tattoo artist said, well, I can't let you go because there's no black lines to follow it for next time.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you're gonna have to just sit here, and I'm gonna have to get it done. So I said, oh, I didn't want half a face tattoo and then go home,
Yeah.
So I said, do it. And my arm was bruised, put it that way. My arm was swollen. I had same size forearms as The Rock.
Nice. Wow. Yeah. That pain is what I don't have tattoos, but I want one, but I don't know if I can. It's pain, but scary kind of worries me. Well, maybe one day.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because what I want is gonna be a portrait like that. I don't want like a little Nike swoosh. Like I want something legit. Not like, because people like sometimes people tell me, no, just get a little one. I'm like, of what?
Right.
I mean, what for? Why do I want to keep it for the rest of my life? Just like a little
Sure.
test,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. What would you get a portrait of? Would you get Jean-Claude?
Yeah, as Universal Soldier.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because the plan is to have Jean-Claude Van Damme as Universal Soldier, and then it is kind of like a good and evil, like have Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren as Universal Soldiers.
Right. Right.
Like good and evil. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, well, first of all, I don't have the money.
Right.
But it's something that I could save,
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly. It's doable if I save a little bit. But it's just like, if I can handle the pain, that's That's the big question. So,
Right.
oh man. Okay, so what comes to mind first? And you can say as much or as little. Uh, the Mandalorian.
DeLorean. Ooh. Star Wars. um,
All
yeah,
right,
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. Yeah,
Yeah,
very popular. Very
right.
popular. Um, oh, this is okay. Nacho Libre.
Actually, Jack Black. I remember seeing Natural Libre in the cinema.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
2003.
2003, 2004. Yeah, I think I watched that one too in theater. Yeah, yeah.
I,
Did you like it?
that's the only time I've seen that movie. But I remember liking that movie.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh
know how
yeah.
good, don't know how good it is now.
Oh yeah. I sent I don't know if it might be on Netflix. I don't know if it's on Netflix. There's Netflix. Yeah, you got Netflix there, right? I think you have
Yeah,
Netflix. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Netflix is everywhere. I want to say it's there. It might still be there.
I think so. Yeah, I've just never fancied rewatching it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a movie. That's my favorite movie for Jack Black. Naturally, right.
Mm,
Um.
okay.
Well, the next one that I have, we already talked about it because I had Avatar, but we already talked about Avatar.
Okay.
Okay, the next I got is Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill. Oh, okay. Superman.
All right.
Um, I've never seen many movies with him in.
No, there is one, The Immortals. I think it's called The Immortals.
Never
It's
seen
like
it.
it's like uh it's like a 300 type of movie, like Gladiators type of thing. Greek.
I remember seeing the DVD,
Okay.
but I think I remember that movie didn't get good reviews.
Probably not, because that's the first and last time that I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think and he was in a movie that I haven't seen, and supposedly it's good, but it's underrated. I don't know. The Man from Uncle.
Never seen it.
Yeah, no, me neither. But it's supposed to be good, but I don't know.
Mm.
It's him and what's the name of this guy?
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember though.
Hammer. His
Arnie
last
Hammer?
his last name is Hammer.
Yeah, Arnie Hammer.
Arnie Hammer. Yes, yes,
Arnie
yeah,
Hammer.
yeah. Arnie Hammer and Henry Cavill.
Mm.
All right. So what comes to mind first? With Hugh Jackman.
New Jackman. Oh, Wolverine.
All
Uh,
right.
but I think he's a fantastic actor.
Overall, yeah.
Overall, a great actor. I just think, unfortunately, he's been put in some terrible movies.
Yeah.
I think, unfortunately, he sticks out as Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
But I like him in Great Showman. I like him in that movie.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Reminiscence?
Oh, that one came out recently, right? Early this year.
Yeah, I think it's either earlier this year or last year. I can't remember.
No, I didn't. I wanted to. My theater got the posters. I don't remember if they played it. Maybe if they played the movie, it wasn't there long because I
No,
haven't seen it. No, it didn't last much. Not too long. No.
no, didn't last much. So I actually didn't mind that movie.
Uh-huh.
But a lot of people hated that movie.
Oh, I remember Rebecca Ferguson is in the movie.
Yeah, yeah,
From,
yeah. Him and Rebecca Ferguson. Yeah.
from the Greatest Showman, right?
Right.
Yeah. No, I missed it. Yeah, I still haven't seen it, and I remember the trailer looked intriguing, but I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. So I think with Hugh Jackman, he's a really good actor, but
Yeah.
he's not put in movies that's not memorable.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as you say that name, everyone thinks Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, dancer, singer, actor. What else? What else he does? He does the whole shebang, right?
Right.
All right. Mark Wahlberg.
Oh. Um. The first thing I think of is he plays the same person in every movie. or he's in a lot of forgettable movies.
Forgettable, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite movie of him or no?
No,
Yeah.
no, like so whenever there's a movie coming out and it's like, Mark Wahlberg, they'll say Mark Wahlberg's in the movie. I'm just like, nah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think his latest was Father Stew, I think. It came out
Yeah.
April.
Did you see that?
Only one time. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, one time. It was all right. It was I think it was based on a true story, I think. Yeah, it was
Yes.
based on a
Yeah.
true story. Yes, it was based on a true story. And uh he actually, well, I didn't mind his acting because he had to put on some weight, extra weight for the
Right.
role. And then I like his performance. Was actually, I thought was pretty decent. Like I never seen him in those roles before, so
Right.
that was
Yeah.
what
So I quite like that movie actually. Yeah.
Father
I,
Stu.
I thought it was one of his better roles he's done recently.
Yeah, yeah, very different role. Yeah, and a
Mm.
good one. Yeah. Okay. Steven Spielberg.
Oh, I think for me, now I know obviously he held Back to the Future. I think for me, E.T.
Yeah.
Because whenever you say Spielberg, a lot of people go to E.T.
Yeah, I think
or
so.
they'll be like Jaws or but brilliant filmmaker.
Yeah, can't go wrong with him.
Nah, I'm intrigued to see the Fablemans next year.
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw an advanced poster somewhere.
Mm.
It doesn't tell us much because it's just like a teaser poster.
Yeah, so they showed the trailer the other day, like when I went to the cinema.
Oh, I haven't. Uh-huh.
It looks okay.
Oh, all right.
They had to wait and see, but it looks okay.
All right. Next year should be good for movies too. I mean, I still haven't looked what's coming other than the few that I remember from that were pushed back, but should be hopefully a good year for the movies.
Well, here's a question for you.
Okay. Yep.
How many movies have you seen this year, which you still remember now?
Okay. I don't know how many because I count at the end of the year. I count every ticket.
Yeah.
So right now I don't know how many movies I've seen in theaters.
No. So
but
my question is,
oh,
out of all the movies you've seen this year,
how many I remember?
How many do you remember? Because for me, the main ones is Batman and Top Gun. Besides that, I've kind of forgotten like a lot of this year. No, actually, no, that's wrong. I remember those two. I remember Black Phone and Barbarian. So I remember 4 movies really out of the year.
Okay. I remember, and part of it is because we just talk about it. I remember Father Stu, the Batman. I remember which the Batman is gonna be in my top 10 most likely.
Yeah.
I remember Top Gun 2, which most likely is gonna be in my top 10.
Yeah.
I remember Bullet Train. I remember Black Phone. I remember Barbarian. I remember Smile because I just watched it like last week. It's very recent. What else? What else? I've seen more than that, but
not many movies, basically, though.
Yeah, those are the ones I remember.
Yeah.
As of right now. Yeah. So
yeah,
not even 10. I will have to put some thought.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm finding is every year recently we get a lot of big titles come out, but by the end of the year and going into like next year, I'll just remember maybe a handful of movies and then that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it happens like that.
Right.
All right. The Exorcist.
The first, I've only seen that movie once, and that was one of the first movies I saw. when the pandemic started to lift and the restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that in the cinema. It was my first ever experience, and it was a pretty good movie. Actually, I really enjoyed it.
No, it's very good movie. Yeah, I've seen, just like you. I've seen it only one time.
Okay.
Also in theaters.
Okay. Oh, awesome.
I watched it in 2000, the director's cut, and
Okay.
that was my first and last time. I don't know if I can watch it again. Not because it's bad, but I had a weird thing that night, sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Um, but yeah, I like the movie. It's a classic. I even have a poster over there. And you know what's funny? Yesterday, Sunday, my theater played a movie just for yesterday, The Exorcist.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and I was like, oh, should I go? Because it's been 22 years. Maybe I can watch it again. But I didn't go.
Oh man, you should. You should watch it again.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's the scariest movie I ever seen.
Wow.
Okay, Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. Oh. Um. I don't really have many fond memories with him.
Uh-huh.
So I know. So I know a lot of people love him as the original Tim Burton Batman.
All right, so that's yeah.
But I only saw those movies for the first time maybe less than a year ago, 2 years ago maximum.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, that's the answer right there. The Batman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Batman. Yes, yeah.
All right. I think let's do one more.
Okay.
Terminator Judgment Day.
That's the second one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. Awesome movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the better sequels in general in Hollywood. One of the better sequels.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you know how sequels have that reputation of not being decent, or good.
I think the issue is with sequels is every company or every studio that make a sequel,
Uh-huh.
a lot of the time because the first movie's made so much money, they always have like the tagline being like bigger, badder, better kind of thing,
Yeah.
Every sequel, nearly, and it's not,
Mm-hmm.
or they go overboard on it.
Yeah.
So I think it loses that magic of the original, whereas Terminator kind of adds to that original.
Oh, big time. Yeah, I have a hard time. I don't know which one I like better, the first or the second.
Two different movies.
Yeah.
The first one's more of a thriller horror kind of, or with the sci-fi mixed in.
Yeah.
And the second one's more sci-fi action.
Yeah. Yeah. My son, he's never seen those movies, so I'm gonna show him the first one very soon. Like I show him the trailer today, which I'm gonna upload the video tomorrow.
Awesome.
But yeah, he's never seen it, and so I'm gonna see if he likes it.
I hope so.
I think I don't know, but this was one of those classic movies, that you gotta like
Definitely.
1 and 2. I mean, the other ones not so much.
Yeah, everyone always remembers the first two, and that's it.
Yeah, even the third one, I didn't get to see it until. Oh, actually, the third one I watched it in theaters, and I watched it. I remember what I was, and the only reason what I remember is because I was in Hawaii when I watched, and that's the reason why I remember Terminator 3, because I was in Hawaii. That's the only reason. And then so I watched it. That was in 2000 and summer 2003.
Oh, was it 3? Okay.
Yes, 2003 when it came out, because that's the summer I was there. And then I didn't watch it again until, I don't know, maybe a year or 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
It's not that good of a movie,
No, definitely not.
No. So.
Oh, I remember seeing that one in cinemas as well.
Oh yeah. The third one, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. But yeah, Mike. So anybody, guys? I'm gonna have Mike's YouTube channel information down in the comments below. So make sure that you go and subscribe. He has a lot of videos and those mic tries, right? You do all those too.
Yeah, so if anyone who doesn't like know my channel, yeah, so I do like movie reviews like Cinematic does on my channel. I do videos tailored on Back to the Future when they kind of come across. I do videos on like vlogs and like adventure days. And yeah, recently I started a series on my channel called Mike Tries, where like say if we have like unusual foods in the UK, I'll go to the supermarket, pick it up, and I'll just try it out, and
Yeah.
give like a mini review.
And don't forget your weekly live stream.
Yes, yeah. I nearly forgot. Yeah. So yeah, every Thursday, 8 p.m. UK time, I do a live stream called Z Talks, where I have guests on, or sometimes I go by myself. Like this week, I'll be by myself, and basically just like take questions and comments as they come in, and just interact with guests. And one day you will see Cinematic on Z Talks. It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah,
I'm waiting for that day.
That's right. So guys, thank you guys for watching, and again, Mike's information is going to be down in the description below, so make sure that you go and visit and subscribe and check out his videos. Mike, thank you for being here today, dude. I have a blast talking to you, and Kill Bill and just Avatar, and I like to talk about without an agenda, like going from place to place. I mean, obviously that we stay in a topic than we needed to, but I like to navigate without being like without a compass. I think in this case it's a good thing for me,
Right.
Going with the flow and different topics.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, me too, man. Yeah. So thank you for having me, and yeah, this has been a blast. As I say, like I could talk to you all day,
I know you gotta go to bed, and I gotta. Well, here is not that late, but I'm taking Jean Claude to his class. I got another 2 hours, but still.
Yeah.
You got. It's nighttime over there where you are. So
yeah. So I think it'll be like next to like 8 o'clock at night. So it's not too late, but I'll probably go have a shower, settle down for the night, and my partner will be coming in from work as well, so I'll be seeing her.
Yeah. All right. So thank you, Mike, and thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys soon. See you guys later.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye.